Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Simply Gigi here and it is beautiful, it is sunny, it is almost officially summer and I was really inspired to do this look here. You have your yellows, your oranges, your golds, and it was a lot of fun. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and bell notification to be the first one to know when I upload. And if you guys would like to see how this look was created, and I'm just talking about the eyeshadow because my face is relatively the same, let's take a look. Hey guys, so first step, we are starting with the NYX eyeshadow base in white. Now a white base is extremely beneficial, especially when you're using color. It just helps the color to pop. The more opaque it is, the lighter the density of the color or the intensity of the color will be. So I'm starting off with a really light opaque layer and I'm gonna buff that out just so I can put my transition color, which I don't want to be too bright, but I do want you guys to tell that it's there. So just going in with one more layer. Perfect. And so now I'm gonna go to the James Charles palette and grab that yellow color and I'm gonna apply that all over. So I'm going to be packing it on and buffing it out because I've done that eyeshadow base, and this one I've not set with translucent powder. I'm using this yellow powder actually to set it. So I'm going in really lightly, light taps. I don't want to spread it too much because sometimes it can move it because that eyeshadow base is like a cream texture. And you really don't want any lines or any movement, so I'm just tapping that color in, and then once it's all fully in, I can start doing a couple of swirls or back and forths just to make sure everything is even. Now, as you can see, if you need more, just add a little bit more. It's always easier to add than take off, so just don't go in heavy-handed because then you're just gonna have to restart from the beginning, which is a hassle. Next up, I'm gonna go into that eyeshadow base again, and at first I was like, I'm going to do a cut crease, so I started applying it in a similar way as I would if I was doing a cut crease. And then I got carried away and it ended up being a whole section. I kind of wanted to see what I could create and just have a little bit more fun with it. So instead of a regular cut crease, I pulled it all the way out, winged it slightly, and I was like, I'm going to see what fun thing I can create with this shape. And because it was quite creamy, I decided this one I'm going to set with the translucent powder before I put any other powders, eyeshadow on top. That way it's not streaked and it doesn't give me issues. So I go back into the James Charles palette and I grab this beautiful orange. It's so vibrant. It's almost like a neon orange. And what I'm doing here is I am packing it in the shape that I would like it to be. So I want this orange to be a little bit curved, going all the way in almost like an eyeliner shape. And so I just tapped it and packed it on the way I wanted it. Does anyone else do these funny faces when they're putting on their eyeshadows where you're like, that's what it looks like, I feel like I'm doing. now that I have the shape that I want, so I grabbed a fluffier brush and I'm just pulling that color inwards, and I did put a little bit of orange on this fluffy brush because I'm going to be pulling from high density to low density in terms of color. So I'm going from outwards inwards, and it just gives it a really nice gradient effect. And then next up, I'm going into that orange again with a smaller, tighter brush, and any areas that the fluffy brush was a little heavy-handed and pulled some of the color off, I'm just touching up those areas. Next up, I'm getting an even pointier brush, and I'm going into the Jackie Aina Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. Absolutely love this palette. I just got it recently, and it's definitely one of my best buys as of late. And this color I'm using is a color Credit, and I'm going to be using it as an eyeliner. And it just worked so beautifully, and I can't wait to use Credit as an eyeliner more often. This is the first time I'm doing it, and I fell in love. It's a beautiful deep dark brown that's not too cool toned and not too red toned. It's perfectly neutral, on me at least. And I'm just applying that up top, and I winged it as well. And then just pulling that along my upper lash line. And then I'm blending that brown into that orange so it's a little bit softer. Even though I do want that definition, I don't want it too harsh. Next up, I'm just getting that fluffy brush and just blending once again. Now, it is time for some glitters. So I'm just grabbing a little bit of my NYX glitter primer. And even though I'm going to be doing a gradient, I do want the glitter to be more concentrated, just in my tear duct going up into the upper portions of my crease, the beginning portions of my crease. And then I'm going to the Jackie Aina palette and grabbing the color Trust Issues, which looks white on the palette, but once you put it on, it's this beautiful gold. That's almost like a neutral yellow gold. It's not too gold where it's like yellow, like dark yellow. It's perfect. And I'm just packing that on right where I put that glitter primer. Next up, I'm going to be taking a little bit more of that color Trust Issues, and I'm going to be pulling it towards the orange. And then next up, once again, I'm grabbing that fluffy brush and just buffing the blend out. Now that I'm happy with that, I'm going towards my lower lash line with a little bit more of a flat tipped brush, and I'm grabbing that yellow from the James Charles palette and placing that underneath my lower lash line. Then I'm getting a pointed eyeshadow brush, getting the orange from the James Charles palette, and applying that one right on my lash line. Last but not least, in terms of color-wise, I'm using the NYX Professional Makeup Faux White. This is the inner eye brightener, and I'm using the color Linen, and I'm just putting that right on my lower lash line. Now, the reason why I love this color is when you're dark toned and you try to do that inner eye brightening effect, look at that. Look how it made my eyes look so big. Most of the time we think we have to use white, and it's actually not recommended. White looks good if you're a lighter complexion, but if you're a little bit darker, go for something a little bit more fleshy, more linen color, because that one is really what's going to give you that inner eye brightening, and it's going to look natural. Next, I'm going to be going into my Milk Makeup Kush Mascara, and I'm going to be applying that right on my top lashes and popping some bomb lashes on. I usually do this off camera, but for today, decided to give you guys a little treat just so you guys can see how I do it. And last but definitely not least, I'm grabbing my Marc Jacobs mascara and I'm applying that on my lower lash line. And here is the final look, guys. Hope you guys love it. It really is giving me that summertime vibes, and the way it's been outside, like, it really truly makes me want to go be by a beach or a patio somewhere. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Hope you guys loved it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!